Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. 'Tis I, the Foul Net, as always, coming to you live from another live stream, of course. Don't know why we're singing, but we are singing. I wanna do a little more. We're gonna start here today, right here. Alright, let's get this show on the road here, buddies. See if we can't make a nice, interesting shape. See what we can do, see what we can accomplish. Yeah, that'll work. And then, can I connect these two somehow? Probably. Can I connect these two somehow? Yes. We're doing good. Okay, we need to build this up a little bit. No worries. And let's see, like that. And then just kind of pop this up to be like that. That should work. Alright, let's see. Does that shape look alright? Yep. So we got the start of a cave there. A cave. Yeah, this, I'm like 99% sure that this is what we want to do here. Cave within a cave. That way we can keep the turtles and the frogs separate, but also they're both amphibians. We should have them together, probably. Sit back, relax. Let's get into it here. Not gonna lie, I do have a little un poquito más of the back to school blues, even though it's not back to school, it's back to work, but back to school sounds a lot nicer and more rhythmic, more fluid, you know. Adulting at its finest. I think I want to encompass this whole ass house, to be honest. It seems wild to do, but also it seems kind of necessary. Kind of necessary here. Do we have our bed on us? We do, actually. For once. Look at us. Look at us go. Alright, I want to go. Continue to do some weirdness here, and we'll just make it kind of work here. This should be a pretty big cliff, I think, with a flat plateau, if you will. And I think that will work just fine. And then we'll come back and we'll do all of the things that we need to do here. I know it's weird to do this to the side of a building, right? I understand that that is not usually how these things go, but we're trying to maximize our space here. And all of these little caves add some variety, some spice of life here. I think that is nice. How high do we want to go from here? Like, they're a cave, right? So we want to go a little bit higher, most likely, then. Let's see here. If we can maybe... No, I don't like that. Okay, and maybe this will be the last time we go up, and then we'll make our, like, a flat-ish terrain up here. We are going to have to encase... We are going to have to encase a lot of, all of the backside here in stone to give it an actual cave vibe, but I think that's okay. Like, we lose one block, but should work. Should work. Alright, and then maybe we go up one more, and that's where we start the plateau. So let's outline this bad boy, and then we'll have to... Never built a frog sanctuary before, but I do want somewhere to put them, you know? That's not over there. Like, having frogs over there is cool, but we can do better. We can do better. That was never meant to hold and house frogs, okay? It never was. So I'd like to do stone first, and then we'll do patches of moss on top of this. Because this needs to be kind of like an extension of that, to be honest. So that's why we're trying to make it the same materials and connect together. Keep in mind that in here will be the frog sanctuary, and then in there will be the turtle sanctuary. And I think that is a really nice idea. I'm almost tempted to use the brown glass again, or like have windows looking into here so you can see it from different angles. I think that could be kind of cool. Give it a shot. I do want to go up again, I think. Like, we want to have a nice flat... I'm going to keep using the word plateau. A flat plateau, but I think that's what we want, genuinely. And then we kind of need to do a little bit like that. Good. Little like that? No, that one should be that there. So then we can continue onwards. And yes, I'm aware there is a building here, right? And that does make this a little bit weird because we're building a mountain into a building, but I don't know why. It feels nice to do such weird things like that. If I was smart, I would do the inside first. So I should probably do that. Otherwise, it's going to be dark as hell in here. Okay, so we want to extend this a little bit more. Let's go. Ooh, pulse. Yeah, already starting to take shape. I do think we want to do a couple windows in here, though. Like some weird shaped windows like that. Like big window, brown or green glass, and then we'll kind of meld that in. I want to be able to see the frogs without actually, like, needing to come in here to see the frogs. Next, we need to take out all of these, because these are no longer necessary, nor are they helpful in any way, any stretch of the imagination. They're just not. They're just not. Technically, we could bring that out. Like, we could take all of those pillars out, which we may want to do, at least on the back here, just so that they're not in the way. Can we go in here? No. So you can't go through the wall, but you can go through... Oh. Can't go through all of them, eh? Wait, why? Wait. What do you mean? Excuse me? Okay, never mind. We cannot go through the wall, I suppose. Good to know. Alright, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We'll work around it. Yeah, it's a decent height on the cave here. We're going to want to open it up and have a little bit more window action here. So let's make a nice big viewing window right here, I think. Green glass or brown glass? Probably green, right? Which we may or may not have some over here. We have lime. Can I make lime work? Maybe. Let me see how bright this is. And then do you inset or... I think we inset it. Something like that. And then you would simply need to mossify the outside here with like some mossy brick or cobble. Let's see. We can make mossy cobble. We have moss right here, right? Let's see. Stone bricks plus moss. Okay. So we would do a lot of like mossy, right? You would kind of cover the exterior right here like that. Just to give it a little bit more of that darkness. And then you'd kind of bring this down into here, close it off just a little bit. And then you would add some actual moss to that, I think. We would do moss along the whole top. Anything that is stone brick would then get just a little bit darker like that. I don't know that this one is necessary. I just like the little bit of the stone brick right there, and then we kind of need to go a little bit more with the brick there, and then we probably need to add some darker. Are we able to put lime here without it being weird? Kinda. It's very bright. Which means we need something a lot darker in front of it to make that work. For now, we're going to put moss. No, that's way too bright. Darker. Tough has green in it, right? Maybe. I believe that Tough actually does have green going on. I think we need to break it up with the green glass is what I have determined here. It's just so bright. It's so bright. Where's all my brown glass as well? Did I not save any brown glass? Did we put it somewhere else? Oh, there we go. More green glass. There we go. Okay, let's take that into consideration and see. Yeah, the green is just a lot. lot. It's a lot. I think what you need to do is then do this and even do like a slab of some sort so you can't like fully see that. Then how bright is that? Oh god, how are we gonna use that block in here? Okay, let me break this up a little bit with our dark green. Yeah, it feels a hell of a lot better, to be honest. If the sun is there, it would be darker on top or lighter on top. I don't think it matters here, actually. Yeah, I want to do a little bit. I don't like the lime, dude. I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do about the lime. It just looks... Eesh. It looks off. I don't know. Yeah, I don't mind that with the green, actually. Like, obviously, there should be a lot more dark green than light. But I do want there to be these little cracks in here, these little crevices. See if they can produce something nice. Is that fine? Does it need to be flush? Yeah, just little bits, right, to give it in a texture. And I do think you need to go the green and or brown in front here. Let's try the concrete. Just see, I know we've used green concrete already, but it just helps to like kind of blend this together a little bit. And then just like over there, we want to kind of, it needs to appear like a cave. Because it is a cave, so it needs to act like it a little bit. And so you want to like cut off the windows, the access points into it. You want to be able to see in here, I think. But and then I think we go back to the mossy brick. Just add this kind of around. Like that. Except for not like that. Good. And then you want to add the moss on top of that. I know I am covering up some of these, and that's okay. It's absolutely okay. So we want to have stone, but also not kind of thing. Like that. Yeah, that looks a lot better already. I want to be able to see the stone brick, but just slightly, you know? It's kind of what we're going for here. See it, but not really see it, you know? Yes. It's wild, it's crazy, but I kind of love it. And then we're going to need to add a little bit more stonage. Something like that, probably, yeah. And then I think I want to do that over the entire mountain here. Well, hello there. Hello, Latte. Good morning. Good morning. What? I was like trying to read that, and I was like, what in the fuck is he trying to say to me? Nice shirt. Yeah. I love me some, is this Tom or Ed Hardy? I can never fucking remember. I want to say it's Ed Hardy. I want to say it's Ed Hardy. It's either Tom or Ed. I can never remember. As a person with tattoos, I probably should fucking know this, but I cannot. I cannot remember. Tom or Ed Hardy? I do not know, actually. I don't know. Oh, that's gonna bug me. I don't know if it's Tom or Ed. Doesn't make it. One of them is not a tattoo artist, and one of them is a tattoo artist, like a very well-known tattoo artist, and I cannot remember his name to save the life of me. Yeah, he's like famous for this kind of style. They have a clothing line? He does have a clothing line with all of the... with a lot of the tattoo drawings that he has done. God, I can't remember his fucking name, though. Yeah, he does, like, American traditional is what he's known for, and he's, like, one of the best for it, for sure. One of the best. Oh, that looks so nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Some people would probably call this as block vomit. I just call it nice. Yep. So, like, you want to see the stone, but you also want to know that this is covered in moss to indicate what's inside, which is the Frogorinos. You do want... We want to showcase what's inside, kind of, without actually showcasing anything. I think that is the trick here. Just a little bit. Something like that. And then we're going to have to figure out how to put lights into this thing. Because it's going to need them. Okay, we should be able to, like, just kind of put little bits of lights in here, though. And it should just work. Yes. I love that the windows kind of seamlessly blend in, and we could add a little bits of brown in there as well, I think. Would go a very long way. Where's my bed? Oh, right here. Duh. Yeah, little bits of brown, I think, would go pretty hard in here. What brown do I want to use? Do we want to use rooted dirt, or Do we want to use like the concrete? Which browns did we use over there? Did we use what color is this? If I could land on this building. What is this block? That's brown terracotta. Let me go take a look at black terracotta then. Oh, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it, Captain. Still don't know what to do with the lime green powder, by the way. Like, how are we going to use that? Oh, I know, actually. We're gonna cheese that for sure. Oh yeah, we're gonna cheese that 1000%. Let's go right here. And then let's just put that there so I know. This is a block that we're going to need to use some, so we're going to need to just add some of the wool in here. I know this is a lot, but we need to do it because we're having block issues right now. Yeah, it's very, 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 very subtle, but it does look very good. This also will then count towards our grand total, which is great. Let me just add like a whole stack of this just so that without a shadow of a doubt, you know that I've used it. Just looks nice, I think. Gives it that gritty texture, and we could add more to that if we wanted to. Ooh, Weird, but cool. Yeah, just little bits like this will make a difference, I think. Yeah, that looks all right. And it saves us from having to use this block anywhere else, which is great. Because it is a lot, right? With all these other vibrant colors down here, it's fine. But with itself, it's a lot. Should probably do that on the ground too. We should probably add some of the green powder. It would probably behoove us to do a little bit. We need all the blocks, right? So there's sometimes we can do little cheeky things like this that actually really aid us in completionism. Like that. Yes. All three of these colors mixed together actually just look really good, and I am totally okay with that. I'm going to use a stack of both of these, and we have to come back and we'll have to texture the entire floor anyway, but at least these blocks are out of the way and we don't have to worry about them for a little while. In due time, we'll come back and we'll texture the whole thing, because otherwise it doesn't really make sense to just do this one little area, right? But do need to do that at some point. But if we just go around, at least texturing this, you'll get an idea. And I don't even think you'll notice from the top here that we've done this, but counts. Counts towards our block total. And that's all that really matters. Just add a little bit more. Because now we've got the carpet, the wool, and the dust all in here, which makes it very easy to maneuver. Alright, that's good. Yeah, you can't even barely tell, but we'll know. And that's what's important. Okay, we must leave no trace that we were ever here. No trace. You can kind of tell from the top, but not really. I think when we do the bottom here, you'll be able to tell a little bit more, but not really. All right, take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! We do have ads, though. Surprise, motherfucker! Well, hello there. We used rooted dirt. I do want to try 2 stacks, maybe, of the black terracotta. I want to see how it looks. Isn't that the same block? They're very close here. Oh, whoa. Never mind. This is significantly darker. Okay, I like that, actually. Did we use... What did we use in here? We used the brown terracotta. I'm back. I said hi to everyone. Everyone? Who's everyone? Oh, at your house, you mean? Oh, okay. We did not use the black one. Other people stream. Fair enough. Fair enough. Welcome back. Is this too much, I wonder? I want it to look like mud in just a few places, though, right? Like, I want to... This is going to be kind of like an accented color here. And it should allow... Yeah, that looks, it's very like dynamic, like the shadows and stuff on it. I think I really like that actually. Especially with frogs, there should be a lot of dirt. There should be like a lot of things like this. I think sometimes we put a lot, and then sometimes we do just little strips, you know? It'll work. It's so funny because what we technically are doing right now, a lot of people would call block vomit. They like people, some people do not like when you mix a whole lot of blocks together to make these weird textures and stuff. They really don't like that, and I am a gigantic fan of it. I am a gigantic fan of the quote unquote block vomit, you know? Order and chaos, yeah, kinda. Kinda. We need some right there, and then we also will need some over there. I really like using the different types of terracotta as dirt and mud too. Because you can do regular terracotta, you can do brown terracotta, black terracotta, and you could probably even get away with the orange terracotta as well. And I love that. Just looks nice. There is rhythm. I came up with something profound today. Oh, are we talking about the block statement, or what are we talking about here? Yeah, a little bit like that. And this needs to spread something philosophical. Oh, let's hear it. What do we got? I'm in a hole. I'm in a hole. Little bit like that, I would say. Bring that down. How does that feel? Oh, yes. It makes me want to add one more block to there. It makes me want to replace all the stone, to be honest. I read somewhere you never truly get over someone, as in you never truly unlove someone. You just find someone you love even more. It really resonated with me because to me it speaks about two things. Oh god. The impermanence of everything around us, everything you know and love will cease to exist one day. We know things are finite, which makes us melancholic. This happy, sad in moments of joy where we know where we are hugging won't be here forever, and so you embrace it even tighter, afraid to let go. But that's the charm in life. Things aren't beautiful because it lasts forever. It's a privilege to be within this life. I lost where I was. And second, the unknown, timeless nature of love. This emotion makes us write songs and poetries and stories of grand visions and deeds born of sheer affection for someone that makes people move mountains. To be with someone and they transcend time and space. They travel centuries into time long after the capsules of said love are gone. Their stories are sung as ballads and used as tape measures by people to match up, which is kind of funny and cute, but this is madness. This is vulnerability. That cannot be experienced anywhere else. It cannot be unlearned right. You have come closer, you love, you fight, you grow apart, but when you loved it, it was absolutely real and it persists. The stories persist, the pictures persist, the memories persist. I think we are sleeping in how ethereal the power of love is. Time travel. Have you tried falling in love? Ooh, Okay. I thought this was like a statement, and then I quickly realized that this is like a poem, which is very nice. Good job. I have learned one thing recently about love. There are some mistakes, but it's okay. I knew what you meant with those mistakes because my brain just automatically like fixes them, so it's okay. The one thing I have recently learned about love is it's not only a feeling. And I think that's something really, really hard for people to grasp, to be honest. It is not just a feeling, it is also a verb, okay? Because it is a verb and also a feeling, you can use it in two different ways. You may not always like your family, your siblings, your brother, your sister, but you do always love them, right? On a deep, compassionate level. However, I also feel like you can use love in like the business place as well. I like that a lot, actually. You can use love in the business place, and it's a verb. You can love your employees without actually, like, you know, being in love with them or whatever you want to say, right? And I think that just, it makes a lot of sense. Once you start to realize that, that's how things change. It should be both ways. Ooh, that might be a little too dark. And more often than not, though, we choose to, like, obfuscate that fact, I would say. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. It almost makes me want to change every bit of stone in here. I want you to know. I almost want to change this to terracotta to really, like, separate this from the mountain. Like, there shouldn't be any stone here. A line that BoJack Horseman. Oh, God. Oh, God. BoJack Horseman. That's not a reference I expected to hear today. BoJack Horseman, dude. That's wild. That's wild. We're out of rockets also. Alright, what do you got from BoJack Horseman? BoJack Horseman. Shit's wild. That was not on my bingo card for today. Someone would quote BoJack Horseman. One day, you're going to look around and you're going to realize that everybody loves you, but nobody likes you. And that is the loneliest feeling in the world. Yes, 100%. Very valid. Much valid. Let's go get some terracotta. I've decided I'm going to replace all the stone. That's good to know, though, before we continue on with this. Great show. I quote it all the time. I don't know that I've ever quoted BoJack Horseman, to be honest with you. Nothing is wrong with BoJack. I have not seen or heard it in a very long time. All right, we're going to use these. What about light gray? How does light gray compare? Light gray is like a slightly darker tone. And then it goes into brown, which is way... I wish there was like a block that goes in between those two. Wait, what block is this? Light gray. So maybe gray then could be the answer here. Hold on. Gray. How does gray terracotta look? Rewatch season 1 through 5. Oh. Excuse me? How does that make any damn sense? This is gray. I was hoping that this one would be, gray would be the bridge between light gray and brown. It's not. It's actually after brown. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Hold on. That doesn't make... Yeah, these two are closer than these two. That doesn't make any goddamn sense. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like that. You've seen that same reaction? Really? God. We're gonna need to mine some coal, aren't we? Oh. We may have a problem. I may have lost my boxes that contain all my tools in them. Where else? What was I working on? What was I working on? Unless it's by the dig, right? Unless it's by the dig. I hope to God it's over here. Oh, yes. Okay. There they are. Okay. Never mind. We're good. We're good. Okay. All right. We're good. Yeah, that'd be kind of tragic if we lost 27 pickaxes and however many shovels and hoes and our sponges. That would be really fucking tragic, actually. It'd be really, really bad. I want to use more coal blocks. We're going to use coal blocks. I hate it, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it. All right, so we need like a stack of coal blocks. How many stacks of coal ore do you think I need to get a stack of coal blocks with fortune? Like 3? 3 should be fine, right? Let's go find a beacon. Let's do this next to a beacon. Yeah, that was almost really bad. If we lose those tools, I'd be in a lot of shit. Oh. Yeah, I'd be in a lot of shit if I lost those boxes. Do you know how long it would take us to make 27 new pickaxes, by the way? It'd take a long fucking time. A long ass time. Entire stream. Yeah, 100%. Long ass time. I'm surprised you haven't asked why we are building a hill into the side of the mountain and or the side of a house, by the way. Surprised you have not asked that. Alright, I'm hoping 3 stacks of coal ore equals 1 stack of coal blocks. That would be ideal. That would be ideal. I don't know if that's the case, but ideal. Actually, bedded Z with dinner. Didn't notice. No worries, no worries. We're building a frog sanctuary. So, the frog and the turtle sanctuary are actually going to be connected together, yet separate. Ah, I see. Yes. So, I need a place to actually... Why is there so many of them? There's like 12 of them. What the shit? Dude, they're just watching me. Menacingly. Did you get the green frog? Yes. We did that yesterday. We retrieved them from the snowy biome, and we also brought the goats back. My inventory is full. Shit. Okay, 3 stacks of ore did not equal a stack of blocks, by the way. That's good to know. Okay, just ignore me. I'm just gonna be over here mining this dirt, this coal. Ignore me. Dude, what is this yield on our coal, dude? Let's go find some more coal. Okay, that's 1. We need like a full more stack of coal, and then we should be able to get a stack of coal blocks. Nope, still not enough. Okay, it's weird. I always thought Fortune 3 gave a lot of coal, and apparently it doesn't. Or at least not as much as I thought it would give. Good news is we have this whole ass thing to dig out here. So it's really easy for us to find coal. Or iron, or copper, really whatever block we need at that moment. We're gonna need a bunch of this anyway. Your project has been put on hold for a little while also. I mean, we did what we said we were going to do. We did work on it for a full stream, but probably going to take a little bit of a hold to actually completing it. It's gonna be a minute. Okay, we need more gray dye. Let's see, how many coal blocks? Coal blocks. Hey, we got more than a stack. Nice. Long day yesterday. I saw you streamed at 5 a.m. No, I haven't gone back to work yet. That is Thursday, unfortunately. So today is Wednesday, or Tuesday. What day is today? Today is Tuesday. We go back to work on Thursday. It is shitty. We need gray. White plus ink sac equals gray. And we're gonna need some black dye as well. It keeps the lights on. It does, unfortunately, though. Given the choice, I would just rather not. I would just rather not. Let me stream Minecraft every day. Let me play PoE every day. Let me just play whatever the hell I want. Okay, so I want to do coal at the bottom. Then I want to do gray, I think. Where's gray? Is that gray? That's gray. It's very dark, but I kind of like it. It stands out really, really good against everything else, to be honest. Should have been brown for black first, probably, but... Yeah, I was thinking about making this bright, but I actually kind of like it dark. Oh, put that back as Soap Touch. Yeah, I actually really like it dark. The contrast betwixt the two of them seems very nice. Very nice. Dude, there's so much crap in my inventory. Holy. Sure. Moss. Oh, that's probably a bad block to... Where's my bed? Dude, we lose our bed so often. We lose our bed, like, at least once a stream. At least once a stream. We can't use moss because the rest is moss. So if we use moss as a scaffolding block, we're not going to be able to know. Yes. Packed mud. That'll work. That will be a good scaffolding block. Alright, let's add in all of the gray. If I had known this before, I just wouldn't have used stone to begin with, but we did not know, so Cannot do what you do not know. It is a very nice sound, I will say. It is a very nice sound to walk on, to place, to break. It's just an all-around good sound. For sure. And we're going to leave the bricks. Ugh! Look at that! Oh, that's actually so nice. Then it kind of looks like a mound. And you can tell that it's very different from that of the mountain. I like that. I like that a lot. I love it. Right there. Very subtle differences when you stand back this far, but I think it actually works, especially with the coal on the bottom there. I think that looks really nice. I like that. I like it a lot. You can tell because I even came a little as I was doing it. You weren't there yet, Latte?
Take a moment, get your life together.
Ads are here. Oh! We got ads. I will tell you when we get back from ads. Oh, yeah. Nice rhythmic clap, too. Surprise, motherfucker! We're back. Hello. I was in Thunnis stream yesterday, and Lighthouse was also in Thunnis stream yesterday. And I'm not really sure how we got onto the discussion that we were on, but we started talking about like I guess masturbation and or coming. And somehow we got onto like coming onto lampshades and stuff. Like Thunnis suggested that there were like alternative ways or places to come other than like a sock. He's like, use tissues, use toilet paper, use paper towel. And then I suggested, like, I was like, where do you want me to come, man? Do you want me to like in a microwave on the lampshade? And and then like Lighthouse was like, yep, Jesus Christ, my lampshades are all fucked now. It was very, very interesting. We were joking around that Zendo was like walking around and like looking at the lampshades, and he's like, what the fuck happened to all the lampshades? They were like all dingy and crusty and shit, you know? Jesus goddamn Joseph. Yeah. It when me and Thunnist and I rather, sorry. When Thunnist and I are together, and even Lighthouse is when she is in the mix as well. We are not normal people anymore, I will say. We are very much like deviants of all kinds. And it's very interesting. Don't describe the texture. No. The lampshades would be crunchy as fuck, man. Let me tell you. Like, you go to try to turn on the light and you're like, God, why is this rock hard and a little ashy and just like, you're trying to get it right and you're like, oh my God. And then you like go and touch it and it's like, feels like dried cardboard. Like, it's a little sharp and a little edgy and you're like, oh my God. I don't know why, but I genuinely thought it was the funniest fucking thing on the planet, dude. I thought it was like the actual fucking peak of humanity. Like, just fucking a conversation that no one had on their bingo card, but everyone should have had on their bingo card because it was a fucking masterpiece. A cumterpiece, if you will. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. We have made a cumterpiece. Silly Blue Shining Bacon Bud Star is the name of that one. Where do they come up with this shit? Silly Blue Bacon Bud Star. What? Where's my stone? I need stone. That looks so good. The only thing I think I want to do differently here is use Twitch emote names. Oh. I really, really like it. I do think I want to do one more thing to it, and that's change some of the moss to a different block that is also green. Preferably one that we haven't used yet, to be honest. Did we use green wool? I don't know if we've used green wool yet. No! Oh, we didn't finish the pathway here, and for some reason it's not going to the fucking door. What are we doing? What are we doing? Hold on. I must finish this. I thought we finished all the pathway yesterday, and apparently not. We've missed some of the pathways. Facts. Facts indeed, dude. Facts indeed. We need to go to here. And then this has to get fixed to be, yeah, like that. That'll work. That'll work. All right. I thought we got all of the road, but I guess I was wrong. Wait, did I connect the blue house to the road? We did. Okay. Weird. Very weird. Didn't stream, didn't tell us anything, just uploaded 2 emotes. Sometimes it's going to be like that. You think I'm going to tell you when I upload new emotes, by the way? You think I'm just going to tell you? That's not a thing. I have zero intention of telling you anything. Zero intention of telling you when I upload them. Just for the record. They're being made right now. They're getting made right now. It's just taking a little bit of time to make them. But she is literally working on them as we speak. She said most likely by the end of January, so. At some point between now and the end of January, we will have them. What do you mean? She's literally making them. My artist right now, her name is... if I could do a shout out, I would. Hold on. Maybe I can. I know she's not live right now, but... No, it's not Okay Switch. It's Lieutenant Cheeks. This person. This person is who is making my emotes. Like that, and one like that. Yes. Lighthouse also recommended this one for the record. Me, I was going to use Okayish Witch to have the emotes, but we just like couldn't communicate with each other. We just kept like missing each other's messages for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And then when one of us would finally remember, you know, we would like try to continue the conversation, and we just couldn't communicate at all. So, you know, it is what it is. I have no hard feelings at all, but it is what it is. Okay, good. We have a pathway there. Outstanding. I needed to do that a while ago. Okay. What are we doing? More importantly, do I want to use gray for the top? Right? Because as it gets closer to the top, it should be a lot brighter. I'm just worried about the stark contrast here of it being like that. Man, 500k without a tier 3 is a climb? Yeah, it is 100%. It's going to take you a long, long, long time, for sure. Long, long time. In a galaxy far, far away, your prize. Let's do something like this, then. So we'll kind of like spread it up here, and then a little bit of ways, and that should kind of allow us to do the thing. At least a year? Yeah, probably. Probably. It will take a long time for sure. Damn it, I keep missing a block. Even with a tier 3, though, 500,000 takes a long time, my guy. Like, it still would be a long uphill battle, don't you? Like, you know? If I don't redeem anything. Yeah. Which you might. You might.
They're my points and I want them now.
Oh. Oh. I was not prepared for this. Shit. Wasn't there someone's point that I missed? Like, after you redeemed the 100K, wasn't there someone else's point that that I skipped that I wasn't able to do? You remember? Wasn't there some other reward that I was supposed to do? Hold on. How do I pull up the recent event menu? Is there a way to see that? I can't remember. Con, I need you. Mod view, moderation, settings, no. How do I go into mod view? Oh, wait. Oh, I found the activity feed. Here we go. Stick, fish. Tired of this grandpa. Oh shit, there is one. There is one. Okay, there is one that we have to do before we can do your log cabin. Thor redeemed the tree reward. The tree madness. Handcraft a tree to be part of the larger forest. So I do need to do that one first. And then we can do your log cabinet. Yes. Yeah, Thor redeemed that, so I do need to do that first. And then we'll go do your log cabin. What did I write for the log cabin? What did I write for that? Hold. We pack up, go build a small log cabin in the middle of nowhere that will be connected up to later. Shit. I didn't write in any ambiguous wording on that. It's a problem. Why didn't I write ambiguous wording, man? Alright. So, what do we need right now? We need... You had your eye on that one for a long time? It's a good one. I think that one... It's not a single-use one, by the way. It's gonna be there for a while, I think. Though I should probably make it have a sound. Maybe we'll have a whole-ass log cabin village at some point. Alright, I think we're gonna build the tree out of jungle because I just happen to have a lot of jungle. And we also have a shit ton of mangrove leaves, right? Yeah. And then we're going to need a lot of fences. Do we want to use jungle fences or do we want to use... I think I want to use jungle. I know right where I want this tree to be, by the way. And it's going to kind of like overhang into the world, which I think will be... very cool. So we need a shitload of sticks. I'm kind of disappointed that no one has claimed one of the rewards that I really, really wanted to do, though, by the way. In my other hardcore world, people ate this shit up. So maybe it is too high cost, is what I'm learning. That's possible. The island, yes. People really, really liked the islands, and I'm wondering if I just have it as way too high of a cost in this particular world. I feel like that may be the case, to be honest. Like, how much are the islands? How much are they? $12,000. Okay. Yeah, I think I need to break that into 3 categories then. Or change all 3 of those rewards, because 12,000 is a lot for the island. And even though they're a big project, I think I need to change that. Okay, so can you guess where we're going to put a tree? I give you a hint. It is somewhere over here. Look at that wasted pumpkin. It grew. Do we know? Do we have a guess where I'm going to put said tree? Right next to the beige house. Close. Right there. Right there. There's going to be a little cave right there, and I would love to have kind of like a trickery of a big-ass tree opening to that cave entrance right there. Right here. Do I want to strip the logs? Probably. Even if I'm going to fucking hate myself while I do. Oh, we need dirt. We need dirt. Hold on. Let's go get some actual dirt, and then we'll figure it out. Up, up, up. Yes. Okay, we need dirt. Let's put some of my log in here just so that we have it. And I need some dirt so that I can actually scaffold. No dirt, no scaffolding. And we should pick up a damn bed too, because for some reason I keep losing my damn beds every 3 seconds. Let's take this bed with us, I guess. Torches. Sticks. Bed. The mouse issue. I put back my old mouse, and that had fixed the issue. All I did, like, I just am not using the new mouse right now because the new mouse is what caused the problem to begin with. RMA. What the fuck does RMA mean? RMA. I don't have an idea. RMA. Oh, return the new mouse? Yeah, I probably will. And I'm probably just going to get the exact same mouse that I have now and just go again from there. I don't know what kind of tree I want to make here, by the way. Like, do I want it to be straight vertical? Do I want it to be like a very, very tall tree? Do I want it to have like overhang into this way somehow? I haven't decided yet. I'm just gonna let the rhythm take me, and we're just gonna see what comes of it, I guess. We're just gonna send it. I'm just gonna full on send it and hope for the best. What does the A stand for? Like, what were you trying to say? Just out of curiosity. Okay, we do like this. Some little branches off of that, probably. Like that. And then maybe a little one. Oh, we're out of... Jesus, we already used a stack of logs. Oh, God. RMA stands for Return Merchandise Authorization. What? I have never heard that in my life. It's what companies call a return order request. Huh. Alright, that should work. And then we need to obviously go up a lot higher. Kind of try to fill the gaps down below. You want to overlap them a little bit, but you really want to overfill this. What is that? Oh, that's a B. I was like, what the freak is that? I was like looking down and I couldn't figure it out. Yeah, people casually say, will you RMA it? What? I've never heard that in my life. I feel like people just say, hey, I bought the wrong fucking item. Return this shit or I'm never shopping with you again. Whenever I've encountered a return, that is how people do it, I feel. Oi, dickhead. This size didn't fit me. Return this shit. Pretty common in text spaces. Oh, interesting. Okay, I must look how that feels real quick. It's a big fucking tree, Jesus H. Christ. That is a ginormous tree. Holy. I think I want it to be leaning just a little bit more. So like the main root structure, obviously we got the big here, and then I would like to kind of go more in this way. Pretty common in tech spaces. You don't even work in tech spaces. You work in medical spaces. What the shit? What is this? I guess tech and medical kind of are synonymous, though. Kind of. There's like a 63% chance, by the way, that I actually just fucking hate this tree when we're done. I just want to point that out right this second before before I finish. Because I do feel like there is a good chance here that I end up hating this tree and having to do it over. So there's like a 62% chance. Pretty big tech nerd. Fair. Fair.
Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here.
Oh! Oh! Okay. We're gonna pause for a minute while ads are running.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise. Hello. We're back. So, what do we think? 63% chance that I end up hating this tree. Good odds, bad odds. 63%. What do we think? Is that good odds or bad odds that we will tear this down? It's very possible. It's very possible. I don't know. Part of me just wants to see if I can make it work. But I don't know if I will know until, you know, until all the leaves and stuff are on. I don't know if I will know if I hate it or not, is the main issue here. So we may have to build the whole thing out. It's such a random fucking shape. One thing I can tell already, though, is that the bottom here needs to be much bigger than the other layers. Out of everything that I'm noticing thus far is that. So let's start by extending this. And then as we extend, we'll figure that out. Like, it needs to kind of go in, like, really crazy-ass directions here. It lacks girth. Yeah, a little bit. I probably should have put this up higher, because because it doesn't have that much of a base. So the bottom of the tree is gonna have to extend down to there to fix that problem, which is really not the end of the world, to be honest. It's really not that bad. I just know that this needs to be a hell of a lot bigger here. We've used like 12 stacks or like 8 stacks of log already, by the way. This is way bigger than intended. All right, like that. And then obviously you can't really have a branch there because it does the thing. All right. All right, let's look at it again. See if that feels better. Okay, that feels better. It looks like the second shelf now needs to be slightly less big than the first shelf. It doesn't look like I've used 7 stacks of logs on this, by the way. It does not look like that at all. Okay, so this one we need to extend slightly. And by slightly, I mean we need to add some more branches. Or points of branching, I suppose. So it just needs to be a little bit more organically shaped. Which is fine. Also, we only have a stack and a half left yet of this already. That's bad. Okay, let's just see. And then one more here. And then that's less big, and that's less big. Yeah? Okay. Trying to figure out if I want to add stairs and slabs to this. I feel like we probably will need to. But let's just start with the fences and then see if that works. So obviously these branches need to come out quite a bit more. And they need to really kind of sprawl in many, many directions. So I can tell you right off the bat, the amount of fences that we have is not nearly enough for how many we're going to need. But you want to kind of like bring them out next to each other here. You want to sprawl all of this out from the actual base here. And kind of make an interconnected spider web of things. We're going to need like 17 times as many fences as we currently have. Literally like 17 times as much fences as what we currently have. Lovely. I don't want them to interconnect like that, I'm pretty sure. We want to go as close as possible to each other without actually connecting them, I feel. Much like this. Just little offshoots everywhere. Offshoots allow for a little more, you know? And we are going to want to give this quite a bit of air in here, this tree. As weird as it sounds, air gaps actually are going to make this look correct. You don't want to have too many, but you want to have enough air gaps to actually indicate what the hell you're trying to accomplish here. Little offshoots like that, yep. Oh, tits. That, all right. The shape is actually looking all right. The only one that's not is that branch up there, I feel. And we can fix that. Because this one's not... Like, we need to just bring that one in a little bit, and then it should be fine, I think. I was tempted to make a big-ass willow tree like we did down there, to be honest. And I don't think a willow tree is what we're going for. I'd say we're going for like a big old spruce tree, kind of like those, but different slightly. Much more chaotic, much more in depth, I think. And we may even add some red leaves into this tree, to be honest. Some red or some yellow. I'll have the green, the red, and the yellow, I think. Because if we do it like that, then we can kind of make it like seem as if it is autumn time here. The leaves are changing and are ready to fall off, which sounds nice. Dude, Jesus Christ. Nowhere near enough fences, by the way. We're done with layer 1 and we had like 4 stacks of fences and not even fucking close. Not even fucking close. Holy. Yeah, we can do that. And then obviously the mountain is kind of prohibiting us, right? So we want to use that to our advantage. Making as many little connections as possible. And then I'm curious about leaving these like that. Do I want to put leaves inside of those, or do we want to leave those with airspace? And I'm kind of thinking we leave a little bit of the airspace. Can't connect that. Little bit of airspace, but also add a little bit more fences as like branches. Okay, we need a lot more. We need a lot more. Let's go back to the original base, or the original storage system, by the way. This is the oldest house. I don't know. Odd. This is the oldest house. Alright, do we have sticks? We do. No, we put these leaves away. We're not even using the leaves yet. And I'm also realizing that we're going to need a shitload more of those. All right. Let's do more stacks of those. Do one of those. Do one of those. One of these. One of these. One of these. One of these. All right. That seems a lot more appropriate in terms of amount that we could need here. Let's do one more. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, that feels a lot better. Let's grab more more oak. Don't need the dirt yet because we're not scaffolding yet, and we are going to need more leaf blocks, though. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Ow. My face! You can barely see it over here. That's crazy. With how many blocks we put over there, the fact that this mountain is just so fucking big, you can't even tell. I love it that. What do we need? More leaves? More leaves. Let's put our log in here just in case we need it. And then let's grab our mangrove. Throw it in. I think we're probably going to need a full chest, at least. So let's go ahead and just prepare for needing a full chest. And if we don't need it, then, you know, we're good. But if we do need it, we have it. So let's do that. Yeah, the mountain is just so massive that this tree, as big as it is, just feels tiny. It feels very, very small. We either shorten this one or we lengthen this one. We lengthen this one then. We may have to do both. We may have to do both, actually, because I went a little too crazy up there. So let's break a few of those. That one. Organic shapes in Minecraft are not easy, by the way. They take a lot of like practice and patience to be able to make something that is in the right shape. And although it appears like I am randomly placing all of these blocks, and I am to a degree, it's more than that. It's more than just randomly placing blocks to make a fluid shape. It's about weight, it's about balance, it's about placement. And again, it doesn't look like I'm doing all of these things, but I assure you that I am. All right, we want just a little bit trimmed off of here, I think. Good. And a tiny bit trim right there. Good. All right, that should be enough of the trim job to make this work. And now we can start on the fences on this layer. Hey, cool. Can you stop? Up. Hey, cool.
Come here. Come here. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Good girl. All right, back to the fencing. Yeah, she was licking herself very aggressively. She does that. Tits. She does that. She just, like, licks herself, like, trying to make eye contact with you almost. She just, like, licks so aggressively. Yeah. You aggressive licker, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You know when you're doing it, too. You know. I do love when it does that, I think. Alright, good. Let's start framing out the rest of these branches, and it needs to get smaller as you go up, basically, to make it a pine tree of sorts, which I don't know that this is. I just know that we're putting on a lot of weird additions here. Ooh, I don't... Damn it! It's coming along, it's coming along. Alright, and then... This is quite the tree here, I will say. I don't even know that it's gonna work, but we're trying. We're sending it full send. How many times am I gonna fall off this tree is the real question. 97. Fall off tree many times. 106, yeah. A lot of times for sure. A lot of times. BRB. Okay. Cute, but you're wrong, buddy. Double back in on itself without doing that. It's wild. It's a big tree. I really hope this works. With how many resources we're using in here, I really just hope it looks good and I don't have to do much to fix it. Because obviously this has taken way longer than expected. As everything does in my world, but nevertheless. Echo, enough with the licking, baby. Enough with the licking.
I don't know if you could hear her, but she's just aggressively licking. She thinks she's a cat or something. She's just
cleaning herself like crazy. Okay. This layer is requiring a lot less fences, which is as it should be. Something like that, just to connect to the tree again. In my opinion, the more it connects back on itself to the tree, the more it kind of makes sense to me. You could do little things like that as well. And then a couple fences in here will help. All right, that feels okay. Next layer. All right, and let's go up here. So this one needs to be shorter still than the layer below us. So now we start to get to the nitty-gritty of, well, if it's less, it should be also kind of more. So what I mean by that is we do less length, more interconnected branches here. And that should kind of help with the visual aesthetic of it. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, almost fell. We didn't fall, though. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. That one might be a little close to the mountain, but we can make that work if we need to. Kind of like that, and then like that. You're never going to notice every small detail of this, honestly. It's just about getting the shape right, so we'll make that work. That looks very good, very good. Close to being able to start the leaves now. The leaves are going to be tricky on here because I do want to put them on every inch of this place. Kind of. Like, you don't want it to be solid. You want to leave a lot of airspace, but not so much airspace that it just is kind of weird, right? Me back. Hi, me back. Me Viking. Hi, I'm back. I'm Viking. Exclamation point, me back. What the hell is that? Ah. DJ over here. DJ emote. Alright, that looks good. Okay, I did not expect this tree to take well over an hour, by the way.
For the record, did not expect it. Like, most trees take like 20 minutes to make. Granted, this is large, but... Oh, that is a nice emote. Okay, like that. Like that.
Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh!
Apparently ads are here again. Jesus. Apparently ads are here again. Do you know why almost all the channels have similar emotes? I have no idea. I have no idea. Surprise, motherfucker! Why is that? Are you going to explain? I don't know either. I thought maybe you knew. Oh, no. I thought you had an answer for me. All right. Back at it. Last layer-ish. It's got to be something to do with the amount of space you have, to be honest. It's got to be something to do with that. Because every single person has the exact same amount of space on their emotes. And you can only do so much in that amount of pixels. You know? Styles are similar, yeah. It's true. They are very similar, but it makes sense. Especially if these people, like, know each other, too. I don't know. Maybe, like, cutesy style ones are just more accessible. Like, not a whole lot of people have a grim outlook or whatever and want, like, dark and sinister ones. I don't know. Maybe they want, like, cute and friendly ones. Because I do feel like if you have like a dark and sinister one, it's not going to be used as often as a cutesy one, because people like their cutesy, you know? They like their cutesy. It goes with life as well. Which person gets more attention IRL? The friendly, cute one, or the dark and goth and emo one? Which one gets more attention? The emo baddie. I mean, sure, the emo baddie gets attention, right? But 9 times out of 10, I would say that the cutesy person will get the attention over the goth emo baddie. Wouldn't you agree? You know, and it obviously it's a preference, but it's a preference that people actually give a shit about for sure. It's definitely a preference that they give a shit about. I feel like it's the same with like people with mental illnesses as well. Especially like in at least in American culture, mental illness is such like a stigma. And if you are outgoing and bubbly, you know, you're going to receive a lot more attention than if you are sad and depressed, which is fucked, but definitely a true statement. Test stream? Nice. Good shit. The only issue with you doing a test stream is, oh my goodness, you're going to be out of the studying routines. You're gonna fall on your studies, man. General human nature? It could be. But 1000%, an outgoing, bubbly person attracts way more people than that of like a person who is constantly depressed. 1000%. Because people try and go to what attracts them, you know, what they want to be in their life. And it definitely spreads. So if you are always negative and stuff like that, then people acknowledge that and know that. Whereas if you are always outgoing and positive, people tend to come around you and want to be the same way. It's kind of a two-way street for sure. Two-way street. I can't remember who the hell said it. Shakespeare or something? Something begets something. Ugh, sorry, I'm butchering this quote here. I cannot remember. Something begets or begot something. I can't remember. I can't figure it out. Good begets good. Or, I don't know, some shit like that. I don't actually remember or have any idea what the actual quote is, but like begets like. It's something like that. I don't know exactly, but it's something like that. Look at this!
We got an asshole on the wall over here. A wall asshole. Okay, and then I think we would just want to do just fences here at the tippity top. No one told me this tree was gonna be this way. Ba-da-ba-ba. I was trying to remix the Friends theme song on a whim there, and I couldn't do it. I lost. I like had it, and then I didn't have it. Pretty sure you're thinking of like begets like. Maybe. I feel like there's more to the quote, though, that I am not remembering, so I don't know. For now, we're going to go with it. It's probably... I swear it's like good begets good, though. It's closer to what I'm thinking here. I don't know. No! Oh. Alright, that should work. It's mother of all trees here. Gee, oh my god, there's creepers on my trees, dude. Creepers on my freaking trees, man. Hey, wandering trader. You may be stuck, buddy. Hello. Potato. Water bottle. Spruce. Podzol. Cyan. Ferns. Lily pads. Red mushroom. Purple dye. Awful. It means things produce more of themselves, so like outwardly people attract more extrovert. Yeah, that could be. That could be. That sounds accurate. That sounds accurate. No one told you life was gonna be this way. Ba-da-ba-ba. No one told you that you'd need this many logs, fences, or leaves. Ba-da-ba-ba. It's like we're always stuck in second gear. I must say, I don't really love the Friends show, but I will say their theme song is very, very catchy. It is very catchy. I was more of a Seinfeld guy than I was a Friends lad. No one told... Can we stop falling off this tree, please? Good lord. Can we stop? It has happened many a time. I kind of want it to be like pointed at the ends here. It's kind of weird, but I feel compelled. So we're just gonna make it work. We do the ends like really pointed like this for no reason, probably. I don't know. It just feels correct.
like really pointed edges, which is something I don't normally do, but it feels correct to do such a thing. Feels correct. And that way we can kind of bring it out, bring it in. And leave a little bit of the gaps, you know? Like that. Keep in mind, we haven't seen this from the bottom since we started all of these branches. There's a very good chance I absolutely hate this tree and have to tear the entire thing down. Just know that. And if I do, it will not be today. I'll tell you that right now. But there's a chance. There is a 63% chance of that occurring. No one told you life was gonna be this way. Fucking Blink 182 speaks to me on a higher level, too. They once said, work sucks, I know. And when I was singing along with them, I gotta be honest with you, I did not know. I didn't know. And now I know. Now I freaking know. And now it resonates on a whole other level. And then you got good Charlotte that also tells you, you know, shake it once, that's okay. Shake it twice, that's okay. But shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself. And that really speaks to me as well. On a deep proverbial level. Stupid. Fucking dumb. Fucking dumb. I can show you the world. Dude, why did I make such a big tree, by the way? Like, nowhere in the entirety of it did it say it needed to be a gigantic-ass tree. It just said I needed to make a tree. And we took that as a personal challenge, apparently, because we have made a big-ass tree here. I'm almost out of blocks. Again. For the 3rd time in a row. Can't do that, can we? Yeah, because we're wedged up against the mountain there. We are wedged up against La Montagne. Should be able to go up here, though. Ignore the way in which I'm placing these leaves, by the way. It probably looks fucking weird. If this turns out good, though, I'm telling you right now, we're going to look like a friggin' genius. If it turns out bad, we blame it on block lag, though. We blame it on block lag. Okay. Okay. We need to fluff this sucker out. You mother fluffer. Mother fluffer. When your mother does porn and you are in charge of keeping her aroused. Mother fluffer coming to you live. 2028. I don't know why that came to mind, but it absolutely did. Absolutely did. Good thing we prepared for this and brought extra leaves. You're not going to go see Mother Fluffer 3D? It's going to be a great flick, don't worry. Oh, lordy. What the fuck? That should have been a clip right there. That would have been a good clip. Always a good clip when I don't know what I am trying to really say, to be honest. $3D? Fuck yeah. How else can you get the full Mother Fluffer experience if it's not in 3D? What? What do you mean? Of course it's in 3D. Of course it is. It has to be. There can be no other way. There can be no other way. I don't really need to fill that in, I don't think, but I'm going to. We could make it in IMAX 4D if you really want to. That also could be acceptable. You want to be able to feel the senses, to tingulate the senses, you know. That's what you need. Tingulate the senses and to He's a tail gunner on a school bus, yeah. It's fair. Tough but fair. It depends on which part of Chicago. Just like it depends on which part of Detroit, you know? It depends.
You don't get the reference? Chicago is notoriously a dangerous city. I'm pretty sure that's where Al Capone was too, like the mafioso, or the mobster, rather. Pretty sure that was Al Capone. Never heard of him. He was like a very, very famous mobster. Al though, not L. A-L. A-L. And then Capone has an E on it. Do we go and check right now and see how I'm feeling about this? I feel kind of compelled to. It may be a terrible idea going to check right now, but I kind of want to. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. If I ever make a tree like this again, there is one thing I'm absolutely going to do. And that's make the stalk more curved. I'm going to make the stalk way, way, way more curved. Also, this layer is a little close, to be honest. It's a little close. Just a little bit too close for my taste. I'm not certain, by the way, that he was based in Chicago, but it sounds correct, so we're just gonna go with it. We're just gonna go with it. See, we want to do a diagonal. This is going to be a massive fucking Christmas tree, by the way. That's what it's going to end up being here, I think. This needs to be more of a point, yes. I don't know why, but the point feels kind of important here. Point feels important. So leave the point we shall. And leave the lines. Whenever possible, try to leave like a gap in between there so that it's not just like all over. Another one says, after 16 years of marriage, is finding that your spouse sucked 100 dicks before getting hitched a big deal, or is my wife overreacting? Oof, yeah. That's fair. That's a good one. That is a good one.
needs to be very uneven as well here. The more uneven it is, the more I seem to like it right now. Jesus Christ, dude. This is a massive fucking tree. Who decided that this tree was going to be, 97 blocks tall, by the way? Who did this? Who did this? The point, yep. I do hate that it's in two different biomes, by the way, but we'll get over it. We'll get over it. Yep, good, just like that. Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! Ads are here. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Surprise, motherfucker! Hello, we're back. We're back. Dude, we still have like 19 layers to make this fucking tree. Good lord. Good lord. Help me, Tom Cruise. Help me, Oprah Winfrey. Help me, baby Jesus. Alright, and we gotta snake around to the back now. Snake a snack to the back. Sounds very wrong when I say it out in the open like that, by the way. Very, very wrong. Alright, let's sheepy. Getting hungry. What should I have for lunch? / dinner. What should I have? What should I have? Will it be fish sticks or tater tots? Chicken nugs or fingers too? Can't quite get the tune, but we're good. We're good. We are a professional. That's what I would say if it was opposite day. Da-da-da. Build the tree, build the tree. We're one with the logs and leaves. Build the tree, build the tree. We're one with the logs and leaves. Build that tree, build that tree. I'm out of words for the song. Build that tree. That actually was not fucking terrible. That's weird. It was low-key kind of on point, probably. Low-key kind of on point, probably. Alright, let's give it a little thick right here. Oh yeah. You see that? It's thick. We like it thick. Just like the hippo from Madagascar likes them big and likes them chunky. Also, Isaac Newton liked them thick too, for the record. He just didn't say it like that. He said the more force, or the more mass, the more acceleration. But really what he was saying was he likes them thick. And his scientists were like, yeah, you can't go around saying that, dude. You can't say that. Let's see, a little bit of that. A little bit of whoa, whoa. Good gracious, ass is bodacious. I'm in a very musical mood today. I don't know why. Don't know why. Let it snow. Let it snow. This tree is kicking my ass. Something like that. Again, you're never really going to even see this part here, but I just feel like it needs to be done, so we're doing it. We're doing it. We're attempting to do. All right, we've connected. Houston, we have a problem. What's that over? Connection has been complete. I don't know what to do with this. What do we do with this? No idea. We must return to the bottom. Peanut butter jelly, peanut butter jelly. That is a massive Christmas tree. Damn. Life keeps fucking you, and you cannot remember the safe word. That is a problem. That is always a problem, you know? You gotta make the safe word something you will remember, or else it's gonna get you like that. It's gonna sneak up on you. It's gonna get you. One way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get ya a long way. Alright, good news is we only have 3 more layers to go. Bad news, we're running out of leaves already. Silly little truffle me, thinking that 27 stacks of leaves would be enough? What are we doing? You should have known. You should have known. I mean, all I can tell you is this does, in fact, look like a Christmas tree. Whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm uncertain of at this particular juncture, but it does, in fact, look like a Christmas tree. Remains to be seen if that is a good or a bad thing, though. Alright, yeah, good, good. This is a large tree, man. I don't think I'm ever going to build another Christmas tree this size, by the way. This is insane. Pine tree, I guess, technically, if you want to get specific about it, but who wants to do that? What I don't know what I'm going to do here is how to connect first and last, 100%. How to, like, connect the layers, right? Like, do we just come down with it? Do we... I don't know. And then, I guess the next question is, do I need to? Don't want to go to the gym tomorrow. I don't want to go to work on Thursday, man. I have got a bad case of the I don't want to go blues. Which is different than the I don't want to go blows. Viking, how do you stream? With my eyes and my computer, silly. I use OBS. I use OBS. You just click live on OBS? Yeah, but you have to set it up first. You gotta go to your Twitch and you gotta get the stream key. And then once you get the key, you put that into your OBS in the settings. And then it knows to stream via your Twitch channel. So you have to copy paste the stream key, and then you're able to go live. Once you set everything up, I then hit the record button, and then I also hit the stream button, and then I just go. I just
I just do the thing. That was my honestly, until this last year, that was my biggest issue with streaming. It wasn't the actual streaming itself. It was hitting the go live button. And that still is a problem for me today, to be honest with you. It's still my biggest issue with streaming, to be honest, is sometimes it does feel a little daunting to just hit that button, to expose yourself to the world metaphorically and I guess kind of literally as well. So that part does take a little bit. And I do think that that is always something that I will struggle with too. It's hard to put yourself out there, to know that at some times, most of the time, starting out anyway, you may be streaming to 0 viewers. You may go a long way of streaming to 0 viewers or 1 or 2 viewers and stuff like that. And you just have to keep talking. If you just sit there and shut up, you're probably not going to get that many people. But you just have to keep yourself entertained, and if you are entertained, then more often than not, people will come, you know? Funny thing is, I really want to do this. Yeah, that's probably part of it. That's absolutely part of it. For me, talking to no one just is kind of natural, to be honest, because I am an only child. So I grew up having to entertain myself. Like, there was no one else to do it. It was just me. So if I didn't want to be bored, I had to go make friends, or I had to go create something, or I had to go, do something out in the world. And I just had to, like, ignore how scary it is, how it could be detrimental, how it's going to be difficult. I had to ignore all those things. It was basically find something to do for yourself, or you're going to be bored, or you're going to be lonely. And I do think that's one thing as an only child that it actually does help with, is your ability to be creative. It's weird, but I do think that it does. Whereas if you constantly have siblings in the house with you, especially, you're not getting that same level, You might be a little creative, right? But I genuinely feel like people who are only childs are definitely a little bit more on the creative side, just because they were forced to do things by themselves, for themselves, unless you wanted to be bored or lonely. So I think that's one reason why, like, that part comes kind of natural to me. Just being able to talk whether there's 1, 1,000, or 0 people. Because you're going to have, all 3 at some point, right? So I just try to talk, and again, not everyone's cup of tea, but I just try to talk and be myself, because literally I cannot be anyone else. I've tried that in the past too, to like be someone else, and that's rough because I can't. The only person I can be is a better me, but I can't change who I am. So, like, people are gonna hate you, people are gonna like you. You just have to be okay with both. I will always, always, always go back to the mint chocolate chip metaphor as well. I will always go back to the mint chip metaphor. I like the mint chip metaphor, honestly. Mint ice cream, yep. Mint chip
mint chocolate chip is usually what I do. But yes. Yep. But again, I've been like that my entire life, and that's part of the mint chip, mint ice cream. It's the same thing. Mint chip is a type of mint ice cream. It just has chocolate chips in it, which I feel like is more acceptable than just mint for people. I feel like if people are going to get mint, 9 times out of 10 they want something like chocolatey as well with it, and not just the mint. But I do like just the mint, so it's hard. Very difficult. Happens though when you're honest and you're kind of like either perceived as ignorant, arrogant, or a dick, or all three. And you kind of just have to accept that too. The more blunt you are too, the more people think you're just a dickhead. Which, you know, if the shoe fits, I guess, whatever. It is bliss. And every kiss begins with K. I have no idea how I'm going to connect these fucking layers together, by the way. Like, literally no idea. Which is kind of like a problem, to be honest. We're going to have to figure that out. Add more layers. I mean, I guess we could. I guess I could. I don't really want to, but I guess I could. I don't know. We'll see once we get these top 2 layers on how I'm feeling about it. And obviously there's a lot of dead space in the middle here, which is a great game, but not great here. But should be able to just make it work. Okay, good. Feels all right. A lot of random leaves that need to come off this bad boy. I'm gonna have to like look up some pictures of trees. Hold on. Pine trees. Oops, I typed mine. Pine trees. It looks like they they stick up a little bit, like they prong up. We could do that. We could do that. A lot more effort, but we can do that. And it does look like there is more layers that we may need to add, which is totally doable. If that is needed, we can do that, no problem. If we need to add more layers, though, that is a little bit shitty because adding more layers actually means more work for us at this point because we didn't add the layers when we needed to. Happens, I guess. Happens to the best of us. Crazy how like such a small and cylindrical pine tree though can like hold so much weight. It's kind of crazy. Very interesting. I'm getting kind of hungry. IRL, not in Minecraft. Trying to think. Like, I should probably go to the grocery store before going back to work, to be honest, because I don't really have that much food, but I also should probably just eat everything that I have, you know? Who knows? Nobody knows. Would like to get these last couple of layers on, and then we'll decide what the hell we're going to do after that, basically. How we're going to have to go in and fix it in some regard. And we definitely will. I just don't know to what extent yet. If we want to, we could definitely add another layer or two. Don't really want to. I don't really want to add another layer, but I will, I suppose, if we need to. Leaves are different colors in this tree because it's in 2 different biomes, which is sad. Very, very sad. Did my music stop playing? Sure did. Hold on. I wish you would make more of these. The Animal Crossing ones. It's such a banger, dude. They're so good. So relaxing. Welcome back.
We're still here, building a tree. Taking a very long time, by the way. Very, very long time. What are you going to stream, by the way? Have you decided what game you're going to play? Are you going to use a webcam? Take a moment, get your life together. Ads are here. Oh! Gonna use a PNG tube. Gonna use no cam. Got a lot of decisions. A lot of decisions. No webcam for now. Maybe a picture of myself. Maybe no face reveal on stream 1. It's up to you, you know. You choose what you want to do, you know. Entirely up to you. Whichever you choose is the right decision here. Stick to voice. It's fair. That is fair. You could be like Ethos Lab, who still has not revealed his face. It's been doing YouTube for 15 years, and no one knows what he looks like still. Surprise, motherfucker! Surprise. Hello. Welcome back. To be honest, what he looks like is irrelevant to me. Because no matter what, I'm going to continue to watch him. So, you know, if he ever does decide to reveal it, he'll get tons and tons of views. But he doesn't give a shit about that. He does not care about that. Then you want to put yourself out there? In what way? In what way? Yeah. I mean, he started YouTube so long ago that he was probably making a metric ton of money when he started the YouTubes. So much so that, like, now he doesn't really care about the money or the views or whatever. He just wants to do it because he enjoys playing the game, you know? Which is great. That's where you want to get to. You don't care about the money, you just care about making something that you like and just make it work. It's funny too, because when he started, and I started watching him almost at the very beginning. When he started, though, he just, like, he had no emphasis on his voice. Everything was very, very monotone, and still he was able to grow rapidly because of his inventions and his personality. Later, he discovered, you know, how to, like, do that, but I do love the just catting category. It's not the same if you don't have facial expressions. Yeah, you would kind of need to do a webcam or a PNG tuber if you were going to do just chatting, I would say. Hell, you could do a hot tub stream for your first stream. You'd probably get quite a lot of views. Take a field trip to Japan, go to a sauna and, you know, record. Webcam is a future thing. Fair.
In what way do you want to put yourself out there then? Like, obviously your voice will be out there, but you stop adding stories to the tree. No. No, I cannot. No, I cannot. No, I cannot. Okay, obviously we've added 0 detail so far, but this has taken... Jesus Christ, that's a massive tree. Holy Jesus. That thing is fucking massive. Holy. It's eclipsing the bottom half of the mountain with how big it is. Jesus H. Christ. Holy. I'm not showing my face that is. Come hang out. Maybe I get 5 people watching. Maybe I don't. Either way, I will be happy to have tried streaming as a hobby. I have spent my entire life so far hiding. Why must everything you build be the size of Everest? I don't know, man. Even compared to the mountain, this tree is massive. How am I going to do the connectedness now? Okay, so here's the bad part about this right now. Here's the bad part. I kind of feel obligated at this point to, no matter what, leave this tree up and somehow make it fucking work. It is comically large. Jesus H. Christ. It is comically fucking large. Hold on, let me get up here. Oh my lord, look at it! It's bigger than both of my buildings combined, and these are like pretty tall buildings. Jesus. Oh my goodness. It is casting a gigantic shadow. Look at that. Holy crap. Well, we gotta fix the shadow. Dude, how many mobs are gonna spawn under this shit? There's one thing I'm gonna have to fix for sure before I like add the other layers. So like there'll be a layer here, 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 and here. and then maybe there too. Before we do that, though, we're going to need to extend the trunk down the mountain because you can see this little-ass trunk. There's no fucking way that it is supporting this behemoth of a tree. There's no way. So we're going to have to take that, chip away a bit of this mountain right here, and then drop that down here. We're going to literally have to take this part, bring it down 15 blocks or however many blocks that is, and then really expand it. Look at it. It's already producing mobs. It's literally producing mobs. It's so much of a shadow. There's creepers and shit spawning, dude. Oh, man. We need to fix that, because I'm going to forget that there is a lot of mob space here now. Oh, we missed. My bow only has like 3 more shots on it before it is done. I see you. This song fits perfectly for what's happening right now, by the way. This song fits absolutely perfectly. Holy. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. Dude, they're spawning on the house and shit now. Holy. It's creating more problems for us, aren't I? Oh god, we looked at an Enderman. We looked at an Enderman! Come at me, bro. Yeah, can't get me on my lily pad, can you, asshole? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. It is a Christmas tree. I can tell you that for sure. This is 1000% a Christmas tree. It's a very large one. It is caniacally large. Okay, let's fly away so that this dude despawns and doesn't shoot the creeper into my house. Oh, this is actually low-key kind of fucking hilarious, by the way. This is low-key kind of hilarious. It does create a big issue, though. Twitch wants me to watch the VOD of your last stream right now. I mean, you did lose your streak, right? Holy. Oh, you did not? I thought you did. Which is, like, very generous with that, by the way. With, like, allowing the streaks to continue and such. Because you can watch the VODs and stuff. That they're very generous with that. Alright, so... Our first question, our first issue here becomes... How much more do we need to add to this tree to make this base actually kind of work? That's our first issue here. So let's get rid of some of this moss. And some of this stone. Like, the trunk of this thing needs to be insane. In order to hold such a girthy-ass tree, like, the root system of this tree needs to be insane, okay? It has to literally be just crazy. So we're gonna extend the tree basin down quite a bit. We need it, like, the trunk of this tree now has to be absolutely insane in terms of sheer size here. Like, does that even do it justice? Is that enough of a trunk to hold this thing up in the air? It feels, actually, that feels a lot better already. That feels a lot better already. There's a very easy fix, too. Okay. Okay, this is fine. We can fix this. We can fix this. We can fix this, I think. Alright, I must take a look. Yeah, that feels like a much more sustainable... Jesus, there's mobs coming like crazy out of it. It's a mob farm. We've created a mob farm. Oh my god. I forgot to light up the branches. I forgot to light up the branches, man. We've literally created a mob farm. A tree mob farm. Oh my. The trunk does feel a lot better. I would like to bring it up just a little bit more into the tree, I think. And then we got to figure out how to get leaves in between these layers, I think. So we have two options. We either add more layers and then we go around and around with the leaves again as we did. Or I simply like take these leaves and bring it down, like each one of these like 2 blocks, just bring it down and kind of like these trees over here. Where like everything just kind of comes down. We could do that with that. Like very easily. That thing is crazy. That thing is so big. All right, there is a non-zero chance right now. I want you to know that we now have to extend the height of the mountain at least right here. So this thing doesn't look like it is bigger than the mountain itself. All right? Like there is a non-zero chance where we need to extend that up there. Cut the tree down. No, I like it there. It's nice. But we're going to have to go bigger with the mountain for sure. Only in this spot. We don't need to do this the rest of the mountain bigger. We just need to go bigger. Yeah, just this little spot right there. This little spot right there. So it looks like we got 20 blocks on it right now, so we'd probably just need to go like up here. And then that won't look as ginormous. That's actually so fucking funny, though. Like, low-key, that is the funniest thing that I've seen in a while. And I'm committed now. I feel like I need to keep this. And it also makes me want to hide a waterfall right behind the tree and then have it come past the roots here. Like through the roots maybe, and then into that little waterfall also. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Look at that mound. Ugh, girl, look at that mound. It works out. Everything's normal. La da 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 da. Oh my god. This brings me so much joy, though. I want you to know. Like, this brings me, like, more joy than I can fucking express. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. Oh, God. It's so funny. I can see it from all the way over here. Look at that shit. Look at that. You can see it across the universe. I'm keeping this. We're going to make this work. We're going to make this fucking work. Let me tell you. We're going to make this work. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god. It's bigger than this tree over here, by the way. It's bigger than this. And this is like a very sturdy ass tree. It's bigger than this, which I still need to finish at some point. Still need to finish that. Oh, that's funny. All right. I do believe yeah, Thor got his money's worth. 3,200 for that tree. It's crazy. It's crazy. Obviously, it's not done. We still got to do the other layers and, you know, spruce it up a little bit more, but yeah. We're actually going to go ahead and call it a stream, though. Did just about 3.5 hours. We're going to go ahead and give it a rest for today. And I'm probably going to continue to work on this off camera a little bit because it's going to take me a lot of fly here, fly there, fly here, fly there, place 12 blocks, fly back here. It's going to take me another 3 hours, give or take, of me working on this, I think. And I am hungry, so we'll probably do that at some point today. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And until freaking next time, hope you have an amazing day. Thanks so much for watching, and ciao.